Have you noticed that climbing stairs, stepping onto a curb, or just getting into your car isn't quite as easy as it used to be? And for many people over 60, that's one of the first signs that they are beginning to lose their independence. Not because they are getting weaker, but because they are losing their ability to produce force quickly. As we age, we start losing our muscle mass, but more specifically, our fast twitch muscles. These muscles are responsible for, let's say, rapid, powerful movements such as sprinting, jumping, and quick postural adjustments. And with aging, these fibers decline faster than our slow twitch fibers due to a reduced activation or motor neuron loss or just inactivity. And by the age 50, our muscle strength and mass can decrease by 10 or 15% per decade, with fast twitch fibers shrinking the fastest. And that's why today I'm going to show you one of the best exercises to train exactly that, the power step up. Let me show you the difference. I still place my foot on the step, I push through the leg, and I slowly lift myself up. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, it builds strength. But now watch what happens when I change the intention. I still control the movement down, but as I step up, I actually drive through the leg more quickly. That changes the exercise. Now I'm not only asking the muscles to produce the force, I'm asking them to produce that force faster, or faster against resistance. And that is power. Here's the simplest way to understand it. Strength is how much force you can produce. Power is how quickly you can produce that actual force. And if your leg can produce that force more quickly, you are changing the speed of the signal and contraction, and the movement becomes easier, smoother, and more confident. This is why two people may have two similar levels of leg strength, but one moves much more easily than the other. The difference may be power. And in my last video, we looked at the power squat. Today, we are taking that same principle and applying it to one of the most practical movements you'll ever do. So let's learn how to do that properly. And now I'm going to take you through the Age Strong method of restore, improve, and build. Now, the Age Strong method isn't some magical method. It's just a simple way for me to explain progression. For these that think this is too hard, that's why I built in the restore phase. And for those who it's too easy, I've built in the build phase. And for those of you who are in the middle, you're going to be in the improve phase. So again, very simple explanation. Let's start with the restore. And so the restore function is for those of you who may have had a knee replacement, or maybe you have had some surgery, or you've got some arthritic knees, or you might just be too scared to try this. And for that, we start with anything that you can hold onto. It could be a wall, it could be a chair. And we're not even going to go near a step first. First, we're going to see whether we can activate those muscles. We want to make sure that there's no dysfunction, discomfort, or compensation. And we've got to make sure that we do the best quality movement possible before we move on to the improve and build phase. So the restore is going to look something like this. I'm going to use a chair. Then I'm going to stand with my feet almost next to each other, but there's a little bit of space. And then I'm going to move one foot back. Not directly behind the front foot, slightly out to the side, just like you would take a walking step. Pretty much a backward step, not too big. And then from there, I'm going to lean forward onto the chair, making sure I can hold my balance. Most of the weight is now on my front leg. Now, same thing when I'm addressing a step, I need to lean forward slightly, still keep my chest up, and I'm seeing my hips move back like that. And my knee will start bending slightly. That's great, we want to do that. And then from there, I'm going to lean back. I'm almost going to sit back slightly, and I want you to feel this glute and hamstring work. And I want you to just scan down and make sure that your knee does not fall inwards. You want still your knee to track. You want your knee to track past that second or third toe. You don't want your knee to fall in like that. Okay, so from here, we start again. I'm pushing my hips back. And then from there, I want you to push up as fast as you can. Okay, in the beginning it might feel slow, it might even look slow, it doesn't matter. The intention is what's important. Even if you just start moving it slowly, okay, and slowly build yourself up to doing it faster and faster. So what we're training is just the motor control aspect and making sure that you are engaging the right muscles. And from there, bending down, slight bend, pushing my hips back, making sure my knee doesn't cave in, keeping the chest up and push through. And then we just continue. We change legs and we only do about 5 or 6 on each side. Because this is power, I want you to not fatigue yourself out too much. Remember, the fast twitch muscle fibers fatigue very quickly. It's not like the slow twitch muscle fibers. So once you feel the movement is starting to slow down, that's when you know you've gone a little bit too far. You fatigue the muscles and you're no longer training the power aspect. Now that we're done with the restore phase, we're going to move on to the improve phase. So for those of you who feel that you can do a little bit more, maybe start using a step, a little bit less balance, we're going to do it this way. We're going to place our foot on the step and make sure your entire foot is on the step. You want to get that foot completely flat. Now, same as the power squat, you're going to lean forward, hold that position for 2 to 3 seconds before you explode up, and then slowly down. Same thing, slowly, 2, 3. And again, we hold that position. We don't completely reset. We stay forward, chest up. If you need balance, very lightly up, slowly down. And we're only going to do about 5 or 6 on each side, every time focusing on the speed. Hold that position, make sure that the glute is taking all of the load. These are the muscles that atrophy the quickest. Your fast twitch muscle fibers or the muscles are the big quads, hamstrings and glute muscles, and we lose that as we age. And let's go for one more, and 5. Good. Change legs, do the other side. Lean forward, pause, hold for 2 to 3 seconds and go. Slowly down, lean forward again, slowly, 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 hold, 2, 3 and go. All right, so this is improving your squat. Once you don't have to hold on to a wall or a chair for balance, you know that you are now ready to move on to the build phase. My knee's not collapsing in, I'm not overusing, I don't have any knee pain, chest is forward, I can feel my glutes working, I've got the control down, and now we can move on to the build phase. And that's where we're going to start not only adding height, but we can actually add some resistance. So the first part, we're going to break up the build into 3 parts without weight, just a higher step. And then we're going to add a resistance band, and then we're going to add resistance like in the form of a kettlebell or a dumbbell. First, we're just going to do with a higher step. Same thing, place the entire foot up, nice tall spine, lean forward, get a good stretch on that glute, get ready to move. Remember, the intention is important. You want to move fast. Once you use a dumbbell or a TheraBand, the movement might not look fast, but remember, your muscular contraction, the nervous impulse that goes down to the muscle, the signal is a fast signal telling that muscle to contract fastly. So even though you might not see the movement fastly, you still intentionally moving as fast as you can. All right, so from here, lean forward, pause and go. All right, that's first one. Slowly down, slowly down, slowly down. Stop right there and go. You can, if you want to increase the difficulty, you can bring that leg up and drive it through without any weight. Maybe that's a nice addition between the step box and a TheraBand or a dumbbell. Slowly, 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 hold and 4. Let's do one more. Slowly, slowly, slowly and go. 5. That's it. And change. Other side. Same thing. Lean forward slowly and drive through. And again, slowly, pause and go. All right. So it helps driving through fast once you bring this leg up. So now we're building explosive power, almost like you want to sprint, and you might want to have to hold onto something very, very lightly. But remember, we're in the build phase. If you feel that this is too difficult still, go back to the improve phase and you can still do the lift, the leg lift, but just a little bit more controlled. Only once you can control it with speed and intention, that's when I want you to go to the build phase. Now we're going to use a TheraBand for additional tension, and this is where my movement might look like it's slowing down. It's not going to be as fast as without the TheraBand, but the speed of the movement is still going to be the same, or the speed of the muscular contraction and the signal is going to be the same as if it was without the resistance. I'm going to grab it low. So now I can already feel if I'm hopping like that, it wants to pull me down. So now I'm fighting not only against gravity, but against the band. And let's go. And 1. Now I'm doing it with a leg raise as well. You can do that. Only once your balance and control is good. 4. And I'm only doing 5 because I can feel these legs burning and I don't want to fatigue them too much because that'll slow down the movement, and then I'm into the strength phase, not into the power phase anymore. Remember, we don't want to fatigue or over fatigue ourselves to get the benefits of the power. All right, so foot on the box, grab the bands, lean forward, hold, pause, and go. And 2, 3, 4, and 1 more, and 5. Oh, that burns. I could feel my legs burning, and that's a good sign. Now we're going to try it with a dumbbell. So what I have here are 2 5-kilogram dumbbells, and we're going to try and do the same with just the dumbbells. And lean forward, bum out, foot's on the box, chest up, and 1. Slowly down, hold, pause, and 2. Slowly down, and 3. Explode up, drive that knee through if you can. 4, and 1 more, and 5, and relax. Sure, that is actually quite intense with the dumbbells. And again, lean forward, pause, and 1. Slowly down, and 2, 3, and let's go 2 more, 4, and last one, 5, and relax. Sure, I can feel that working. So there are 3 phases: restore, improve, build, and in the build there are also 3 phases. Without weight, just a higher step box, practice on the control. Maybe start with the driving the knee through, as little balance as possible. Second part of the build phase is using a TheraBand. Do it with or without the drive through on a higher step box. And third, we did it with dumbbells, high step box, still driving through with that knee. Give it a try, just like the squat. This is my power series. There will be more videos coming out on upper body push, upper body pull. Look out for those videos. If you like this, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below and tell me how your power exercises are going. See you next time.